Hello everyone, here is my actual spread for the week of December 7th. I talked about it, I think, in the intro to my other video that I was thinking about painting the trees, and I finally just decided, you know what, the other ones didn't turn out very great, so let's do it. So I had this idea in my mind, which I didn't really execute very well in the first one. So I got out these paints. These paints I got like at the beginning of quarantine when I really had nothing else to do. And one of the reasons why I started my YouTube channel was because of quarantine. But I saw it all over TikTok. I got them on Amazon. They were very highly rated. And I think they're like gouache. I think that's the type of paint that they are, which is basically... How do I describe it? It's like acrylic paint, but it's like water paint also. So they dry really fast like acrylic paint, and they're really easy to clean up, but then you can water them down like watercolor, but they're super opaque. I guess that's the best way I can describe them, is they're really opaque watercolors, but they dry down super fast like acrylic. I don't know. I'm not very good at explaining them, but if you would like to check them out, I will leave the link that where I got them from, and you can see them for yourself. Right here, I just painted right over one of the other trees as it was still wet. And I was thinking, oh shoot, did I just ruin this? And then I thought back to what Bob Ross said, we don't make accidents, or we don't make mistakes. They're just happy little accidents. Is that something along those lines? That's what he said. We have been watching a lot of Bob Ross recently, so that's part of the reason why I wanted to paint something. We just recently got a new TV, and it has a Bob Ross channel, so it's like Bob Ross 24/7. So I'm really loving that. So I'll talk real quickly about my inspiration for these trees. The night that I decided that I wasn't going to do the washi ones, I was looking all over Instagram and saw this account on there. I think it's Callie & Co. I'll make sure to link it or tag them down below. But they did mostly watercolors, but they did these like rounded trees, and I like those a little bit better. I thought I could make them easier than just straight lines for the sides. I don't know. So decided to do that, and I was looking for extra sheets of paper, and I saw this black random I think it's just cardstock, honestly, that I'm using, but the paint on the cardstock looks amazing. Like, it's so pretty and vibrant. So really, really happy with how it turned out. And the one color that's like right next to this tree that I'm doing right now, the really dark color, it dries down to be the most beautiful blue color. And I was a little bit worried when I first did it, but it is gorgeous. Absolutely stunning. So at this point, I did 2 layers of the paint. Only showed you one because it's the same thing. And then I mixed up this brown color to be the trunks. And I did do all of this twice. I started, I woke up in the morning and decided to paint one just to see how it would look. And then I painted this one on camera so you could see. I still wasn't sure if my plan would be executed the way that I thought it would be. So that's why I did one first, and I really loved it, so I decided to go with it. This one, they're not both the same, so it's a little bit different ways. Like, both of them are just painted a little bit differently. So at this point, they're all dry, and look at that blue. Oh my goodness. Look at that blue. It's gorgeous. I can't get over it. I want to paint everything on black paper with that blue. So I'm so happy that it dried down like that. So now I'm putting on like the Christmas lights, strings of lights. I did it first in white, then I decided to do some in black as well. just randomly like zigzags on some of the trees. Once the lights were on, I just decided to go in and start putting on some color. So if you noticed, I only used like jewel tones for the trees because I wanted the reds and yellows and oranges to be the colors of the lights, and I just didn't want that to, clash with the colors of the trees. But I put some dots on some, and then I did a dark blue on a couple of them. And here in the inspiration photo, she had like Z's in white, so I just threw those on. And then here's where the fun really starts. I mixed up a couple of colors. I didn't really mix them up, but I watered them down just a little bit. And I started putting on lights. This was so much fun to do, and it was very random. The lights aren't, perfect, and they're not in any particular order. So it was just so much fun to literally throw down paint onto the trees. I did use some of the colors that I used for the trees, and like right here, I was about to put that on that other tree, but that's the exact same color. So I was just playing and having so much fun. And this is what I wanted when I was trying to do those washi trees. I just wanted to feel like this. And, that doesn't always happen. But I'm really glad that I decided to still do it, even though I did the whole process of it once with the washi. But I wanted to do it again. And this was definitely a labor of love. I did this over the course of the entire day. Because, it took a while to paint this twice and had stuff going on with family. But it just felt so good to sit down and paint. So, in this next wave of COVID, if we have to do a shelter in place again, try painting. It's so relaxing, and I highly recommend it. So anyway, let me get off my my pedestal or whatever, and let you watch these paintings for a little bit. After I got done with all of the lights, I found this gold pen. Honestly, I probably should have skipped this. Some of it did smear a little bit after I had let it dry too, but it just wasn't the right pen for what I wanted to do. And I couldn't find my gold paint for some reason. I don't know. But I put a little bit of gold on each tree, and I outlined the lines for the lights with the gold, and I just thought it was just a little bit something fun. Then I was thinking about, what am I going to do with these stars on the top of the tree, or for the stars, and I was looking, as I was looking for the gold pen, I found these stars from my college days. It was in my art box that I used to take to school, and I used them, or I guess watercolored a piece of paper and cut these out with the cutter, like a hole punch, but it's a star punch. And I haven't looked at them or thought about them in forever. So it was the perfect thing to put on top of some of the trees. And then on the other ones that didn't have that I didn't put one of those stars on. I just drew one in with the gold pen. Again, some of these do smear as I'm putting them on the page, mainly this one. I don't know. It wasn't the right type of pen. I might see if I can find a paint pen and go over it. So we'll see. This part I wasn't sure about. I thought I might ruin it, but I still did it. So I decided to cut along the outside, leaving just a small sliver of black space around it, and it did turn out really great. So just a little foreshadowing. Then I decided I needed some kind of paint strip at the top of my pages. The pages that I'm going to be using that I found from a really old Happy Planner book, they didn't have the right dates. It said December, but I couldn't find any month that had the exact dates. So I just decided I would cover them up and put them on myself. So I used some of the colors that I used for the trees and just painted on this whole big, I don't know, blob thing so I could cut it out and glue it down to cover up the dates. And here's the reveal. This is the first one that I did not on camera. And then this is the one that I did do on camera. These colors are blowing my mind. Like, they are crazy vibrant and so pretty. I'm so happy. Like, this is, as I was laying it down here, I was like freaking out and almost crying because it looks so good. So I didn't show it because it wasn't even in frame at this angle. I don't know, some weird angle that I decided to do today. I just glued both of those down to the bottom, and then I cut off the excess on each side. And here's the strip that I did for the date covers. I just measured it roughly with my scissors, and just slapped it on at the top. I brought out an oldie but a goodie. This is the original alphabet sticker book from the Happy Planner. I found this, seems like forever ago, at Tuesday morning. I'm telling you, if you have a Tuesday morning and you do stickers, go check them out. I haven't been to one in a while because honestly the ones that I used to go to here closed. Oh yeah, I forgot. They might all be closing. So go quickly or look online to see if your store is closing. But they have such good Happy Planner stickers for super cheap. And so I found these stickers for the days of the week. I just decided to do the abbreviation version. Don't look too closely because I didn't have all the letters. But that was it. I did decide or found a way to use the excess that I cut off of the sides up in the sidebar. And this is how it turned out. Y'all, this is gorgeous. I'm like even impressed with myself. I didn't think that my vision would actually come to life like this, but I'm so happy that I decided to do this. So thank you for watching. I hope you're okay with 2 videos in one weekend, but I'm so happy. Like, I can't stop smiling and looking at this picture. So anyway, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye.